Hey everyone, Val here. In my kitchen, I'm eating my breakfast and I thought I'd do a little breakfast chat with you and let you know what's going on and what's coming up, and we got a whole lot of things coming up. So for breakfast this morning, I'm having a 3-egg omelet with a sprinkle of cheese. I don't put a lot of cheese on it. And then I have my grapefruit. This is my Del Monte grapefruit that comes in the jar. You don't have to cut it. It's already done for you. It's the lazy man's grapefruit, but I like grapefruit. I just hate cutting it. I can buy it and it'll sit in there because I don't want to cut it. So I'm lazy. It's the same with vegetables. If anybody has a solution to eating more vegetables, I hate to cut them. And I do try to focus on one day getting in and cutting my vegetables so that I can enjoy them during the week. And I just have to force myself to eat more vegetables. So it doesn't always work. Anyway, lots of stuff going on. I'm going to tell you about that in just a minute. But I'm going to remind you first to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed and you want to. And make sure to leave a comment below. I went to the VA for my doctor's appointment this week, and they said I didn't have an appointment and we needed to schedule one. They gave me an appointment the last time I was there. I guess the receptionist that gave me the appointment forgot to write it down or something, but it's an hour each way, so that was a couple hours of my day wasted. But I do have another appointment set for October after I get back from my vacation. Steve and I are going to head to New York. Well, we're actually going to head to Pennsylvania on Saturday. We're going to spend the night there, and then we're going to head to New York on Sunday and spend a week with my mom and my sisters. I'm not sure if I'll see my brother or not, but maybe. We'll see. And then come back to Pennsylvania the following Saturday, spend another day there, and then come back home. So we have a lot that we kind of tentatively have planned while we're there. I'm going to go, they have a quilt group up there that I go to with my sister when I go up there, and they have quilt group on Monday night, so I will be going there. I think they're going to take Steve up to camp. My brother-in-law has a camp, and he said he wants Steve to go up to camp with him. So Steve will go to camp, and the ladies will go to quilt group, and then I think they're going to be picking apples, and we're going to make some applesauce. Going to play cards with Mom, the basic everything. We're going to take our fishing poles, do some fishing. So I'll take you guys along. And, it's kind of going to be basically the same as we always do. Just kind of hang out and have some fun. So it's good to see my mom. My mom's 90 now, and if I can see her a couple times a year, I don't go up in the winter because it's too cold, the snow and the ice, and I don't want to try to deal with that with my car. So I try to go up a couple times during the good weather. So I'm going to do one more trip before winter this year. This will be our final trip this year. We have planned a fishing trip in October. The end of October, we're going to go back down to Hilton Head and do some red fishing. We're going to take friends of ours with us this time. So hopefully that'll be fun. We'll hook onto some big old redfish and get some video of that. Those are so much fun to catch because they fight, and it takes a long time to get them in, but it's fun. It really is fun. The last ones we got were like 30 to 40 pounds a piece or something, so it was a lot of fun. Steve's brother has a pear tree, and they have canned pears. They wanted to know if we wanted some, and of course we'll take some pears. They said they couldn't wait to not can them, so they canned them for us, which will be nice to have some canned pears. We're going to pick apples in New York. There's an apple orchard by my sister's house. We're going to pick some apples and we're going to make applesauce while we're up there too. So I don't know if did I just mention that? I don't know. Anyway, so we'll have we got the canned peaches, we have this spaghetti sauce, and now we'll get some pears and some applesauce, and I think we'll be ready to go for the winter. So it'll be pretty cool. And then we'll have all those fresh fruits that we can have with the grandkids when they come up. I went out to my garden yesterday and I weeded the garden, and I picked the last bit of the black beans, and I picked the jalapeno peppers, and I actually tasted one and they're nice and hot and froze those. I planted some kale. Steve planted some beets last week and they're coming up. I mean, they're coming up good, so we need to thin those out. So I thought maybe he could use a little bit of the space that the black beans came out of and try to thin those out if he wants to. We still have some beets that we planted in the garden earlier that are still doing okay. Our cucumbers, we actually have cucumbers on the vine now. We have green peppers on the vine now. And our tomatoes, we still have tomatoes on the vine. So we still have some things. I planted the green beans. I have a couple of those plants that are up nice, and the rest of them didn't come up, so I soaked some green beans because they said to soak the beans. So I soaked the beans and I planted those, so hopefully those will be popping up by the time we get back from New York. I'll check on it when we get back and let you guys know, maybe take you out and look and see what the garden's doing since I weeded it. I've been thinking about changing my YouTube name. I say all the time, especially when things aren't going right, or when we've planned something and then there's a lot of details in the trip, I say, hey, it's all about the adventure, right? That's what we were saying when we were doing this Alaska trip and things just weren't going right, and we kept saying, it's all about the adventure, it's all about the adventure. And it's like, yeah, but this is not the way it was supposed to go. We weren't supposed to have all these delays. We weren't supposed to have a cancellation. We weren't supposed to miss our connector flight because the airline didn't do what it was supposed to be doing. But it's all about the adventure. So I'm thinking of changing my YouTube name to Valerie Reese. It's all about the adventure. And let me know what you think about that. Do you think that's a good name? I kind of like to have a name besides my name, and I don't want to just change it and take my name off, because I want people to be able to find me and say, hey, where did her channel go? So I think I'm going to keep my name on it, Valerie Reese, and then just leave It's All About the Adventure, as life is an adventure. Dieting is an adventure, or lifestyle changes, or buying a house that needs all these repairs, and fixing your house, and going on trips, and anything you do it's just, life is an adventure. And it's all about the adventure. Tell me what you think. Do you like the name? Because I really think once I get back off vacation, I want to work on the channel name. There's some things I want to work on. I did a lot of charity with donations and things like that before. The Black Friday charity event was all donation based, pretty much. I mean, we had a lot of YouTubers come in and do their talking and, try to raise funds for the channel, and they did an awesome job. And I'm not even sure if I want to do it this year. And I kind of wanted to throw it out there. I know I need to throw it out to some of the YouTubers that I've helped out, and I'll shoot them all an email. But now that I'm retired, I just feel like my path has taken a turn a little bit, and I want to be more hands-on, which is more going in and donating my time in places. Like I have items that I'm going to do for the Salvation Army Christmas stockings. I still want to do some of those. I don't know if I'll do 75 of those again because of funds. And honestly, you know, the funds aren't going to be there every year because I am retired now, and I've got to watch the money and where I spend it and those kind of things. But I can volunteer my time in the center, you know, collect, you know, helping to collect the gifts and to sort the gifts and all those kind of things. I have put my name in to volunteer at the Christian radio station during their fall fundraiser, which is going to be in October, to answer phones and write down donations, collect donations and stuff. I like that kind of thing, and I've never been able to do it because I worked. The Belmont Women's Club, I'm doing the craft fair there. And last year they asked me to join the women's club. And I said no, I wasn't ready because I was still working and I still had to figure out where I wanted to go with my path. And this year they've asked me again. I'm going to be in the craft fair again this year. And they have asked me to come to one of their meetings, and you know, they do a meeting once a month, and to consider joining. And their meeting is going to be in October when I get back from my vacation. I am considering going. I put it on my calendar. It's one of the things that I'm considering doing because it'll help me to get into the community that I'm in now. I do a lot and did a lot for the other community that I lived in. And that's where the Black Friday charity was supporting one of the elementary schools in that community. And I'm all for supporting the elementary school and the people over there. I want to support local too, if that makes sense. So I am going to help out with sewing the stockings for the men and women in the nursing home in our current community. I've been asked to help with that. I have a sewing machine. I know how to sew. They've already cut out all the stockings, so that is a no-brainer. I would love to help them do that, and I'm going to do that when I get back off vacation. I don't know what to do with the Black Friday charity event. I know that people, right now, the economy, everybody's struggling just to survive. There's more people that are homeless than ever before. Seniors, I mean, the seniors are struggling just to make ends meet because of the price of everything. Seniors that are renting can't afford rent anymore. There's just, it's a vicious cycle, and I hate to be asking people to donate when they can be donating in their own communities and helping their own communities, and funds are tight. It would be different, I think, if things were good, but there's more need now too. So, you know, it's hard for me to decide what I want to do with that. If anybody has any thoughts on that, put them in the comment section below. I don't know. I just keep praying on it that God will tell me, do I do the Black Friday charity event? The last couple years, I mean, last year the funds were down. People couldn't donate the way they wanted to. I think we had a lot of gaps in the volunteers as far as people wanting to stream last year, or able to, because everybody had to work. It's a lot of work to put the thing together. So, not that I don't have time to do that. I don't know what my focus is. I am still in trying to figure out where my focus is, and I don't know if that's it or not. So I'm challenged there. So if you don't know, the Black Friday charity event is a one-day event on Black Friday where YouTubers, we go from channel to channel, and everybody's streaming to raise funds for the backpack program to feed needy children in the elementary school where I used to live. There was a lot of need. There's a lot of need right now. They're feeding 25 kids every weekend. There's still a lot of need out there, and that's just one school, one elementary school. It costs them a ridiculous amount of money to be able to feed these kids, and then trying to feed them during the summers too. I just don't know. So all the funds that we collected, we go through GoFundMe. All the funds collected goes to to the backpacks to buy food to give to the kids so they can eat on the weekends. That's the Black Friday charity event. It does good. Even if we collected $1,000, that would feed a lot of kids. So I don't know. Give me your thoughts on that. Should I stop that event or should I keep that event going? I don't know. I'm going to go by what you guys think. If you want to join some live streams on Black Friday, you think I should be live streaming, you think other channels like Gail Crabtree, Be Bodacious channel, and Granny Monster, and Pet Monster, Pet and Chick, AOK Forging Adventures, Lori, and those are some of the channels that helped out last year. We lost some channels that helped out the year before and weren't able to, but if you think we should still stream, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Have to record a review today. That'll probably be up tomorrow, so you'll check out that review. I know a lot of people don't like watching reviews, but I try to keep them as informative as I can. I love doing reviews for people. They send me their products for free, and I get to review them and see what the products are. So, you know, if you could support them by at least watching the review. You don't have to buy anything if you don't want to, but you may see something that you like. I find some of the things they send me are pretty cool, and I use them. But, you know, some things aren't things that were for me. I wouldn't have bought them, but I either give them away to somebody who thinks they're neat or find a home for them somewhere. But it's cool to see the new products and to see how they work. Well, I think I've talked long enough. I've got a load of laundry in the wash machine. I'm washing our bed sheets. I'm getting bit all over the place. I don't know if they're spider bites or they're bites that I got out of the garden or whatever, but I have so many bites on my arms and legs. I put some calamine on it this morning. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know what is biting me, but hopefully they'll go away soon because they itch. So I gotta wash my laundry to pack. I'm gonna either pack today or tomorrow to go to New York. I don't know about doing weigh-ins because everybody's scales are different, and I don't know how my sister, even if my sister has a scale, but how her scale will weigh according to mine. So I may skip the weigh-in until the following week. I am still tracking. I have my tracker. I am still tracking, so I am debating on whether or not to take the tracker with me, at least so I can track my food, but I may just go ahead and do that so that I can at least record my food. I got my watch on so I can get my steps from my watch. So I am thinking I'm going to take my tracker so at least I can track my food and my steps and everything else that I do. But I am still using the tracker. And I think I'm doing pretty good this week. I had a pretty decent weigh-in this morning. I weigh almost every day. And I weighed this morning and my weight is looking good, so I'm encouraged by that. I just hope that I don't blow it on vacation. My sisters do eat healthy. So I'm hoping that they'll still cook healthy while I'm there, and I won't mess up this, you know. I've got to get down lower than 185. That is my goal for right now. I'm like hovering right there at the 190, and every time I slip under 190, I slip back up, and it's like 188, 191, 188, 191. I've got to get down and push it down past the 185 so that I can sit there for a while and try to get down to the 180 and just take little steps. But I've got to stop jumping up and down every weekend. I pop it back up to the 190s. So it is. The weekends have been hard for me the last few weeks. Anyway, I have talked long enough. I'm going to let everybody go. Look out for my review tomorrow, and then look out because we're going on vacation, so I'll take y'all with me. and we'll go say hi to Mom and the sisters and see what kind of trouble we can get into. All right. I'll talk to you all in the next video. Y'all have a great day. Don't forget to leave me a comment below. Tell me what you think about all of this, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye now.